Hey there YouTubers, I'm going to do a product review on this Jackery and solar panel, and I'm going to do something I never do. Jackery, if you're watching, send me a better solar panel than this Progeny. I will give it an honest review, and if you would even want to upgrade my Jackery to one of the bigger ones, I love the 240. So I'll jump to the video I already made of the Jackery. I love the Jackery. The Progeny solar panel, it's okay. So now to previously filmed footage. Hope you enjoy. All right, I'm going to do a product review. These are the Progeny. They're supposed to be 120 watt solar panels. The one in the front is mine. I just bought it. It's this model year 2022. I got it for I think $120, $129 maybe. The one in the back I think is a model year older, and they're both pretty close. The first thing I will say, and I'm going to try to keep it quick, is I know that they're both connected to Jackeries. Jackery makes two panels. One of them is 60 watt, one of them is 100 watts. These say they're 120. Have never really seen either of them get more than 70 watts. So know that going in. They're good. The difference in them now is the one in the back you can see has the handles on the outside, and the other one that I just got has a handle up here. So it's a little less non-panel material. So let's take a look closer. Okay, we're gonna start with the older one. I think it was purchased in February, last February of 2022?
Yes.
It was purchased in February of 2022. Again, it is not a Jackery, it's a Progeny. And I was told that she used the same Jackery battery pack with a Jackery solar panel, and did get a couple times, got all the way up to 100 watts. Like I said, these have never gotten above 70. These are the connectors you get with her type. If I was smart, I would know what all these are, but different sizes, and I don't know what you call that one, I don't remember. And hers comes with a splitter so you can hook two panels in parallel. I tried that. I only got an extra 10 watts. I went from like 56 to 66, and both of the blocks on it, the inverter blocks on it, were orange after that. I didn't know if I was hurting nothing, so I stopped doing it. So there's a possibility the change they made in these is because Jackery said, okay, company, you're basically stealing our technology. Now I'm going to show you what comes with the one I just purchased. I purchased this one in early July of 2022. So there's a particular, it says it's 120 watts. Like I've told you, never gotten any above 70. And there's all the minute output, the DC output, and the QC 3.0 USB output. There's all the information on it. So yeah, that's that. Now let's take a look at the real simple charge controller. As I told you, it's Progeny, and there you got the output from the panels connect to your Jackery, and there's the USB port, and there's the USB-C output. So that's it. That's what it is now. Okay, so that's it. That's most of the particulars. Maybe in the description block I'll put some of the gee whiz gadget information on it. But the main thing I would say people want to know, would I buy this again? Well, rate it on a scale of 2 thumbs up. I would give this 1 thumbs up out of 2, not 2 thumbs up. I like the price, that it was considerably cheaper than the Jackery panel. But it's kind of false advertising when they tell you it's 120 watts when it won't do above 70. Right now I'm in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Usually you lose a little bit from what I understand. I'm not a solar gee whiz guru guy, but 70 is a long way from 120. But again, at the price, I give it 1 thumbs up. Hope that was helpful. We all make our decisions based on money, it seems like. So if you're willing to shell out the more money for the Jackery panel that's 100 watts, you will probably get 100 watts out of it. If you want to get 70 watts for a cheaper price, well, this is an option. Another thing to note is mine is basically brand new. It's only been used a few times. The other one, the first one that I showed you, it's had a loss in efficiency in a short amount of time. Within a year, it's probably lost 5 to 10 watts of output on most times. I don't know if that's going to continue to get worse or if mine's going to do that. I can do a long term. So that's something that a first-hand user has seen, that there's a 5 to 10 watt output loss over the course of less than a year. So that's something to keep in mind. But again, the Jackery panel is about $300 and I got this for $120. So you decide what is best for you. Use this as a guesstimate for you to decide. And then keep in mind, we all know you usually get what you pay for. Okay, I'm going to do a little side-by-side for you. I want to start with saying the owner of that one, and again, it was bought in February, so it's really only been used for about 3 months, is not happy. Probably would give 3/4 of a thumbs up, maybe not a full thumbs up like I did. And right now, I talked about the degradation of, I'm getting 55 watts. So you can see I got them set up pretty much identical. The difference is, if you see here on mine, there's one of the arms and the other one is here, not under that last panel. The older version was under the end panels. Makes a lot more sense because this gets all floppy. I don't know why they did that. Maybe somebody was drunk that day. You can't see much because of the sun. And I'm gonna do a pan up. So you can see we got a good Sunday. Sunday, not the day of the week. It's this day that has good sun. All right, now I'm gonna switch it. Like I said, I'm getting 54 watts right now. Unplug that one, the newer one. Here's the older one. It's plugged in, I gotta give it a second. And it's getting 42 watts. So it's really only been used probably 20 days, yeah, since it's been purchased. And that's a 12 watt degradation. And again, they're lined exactly up. So you decide if Progeny is something you want to buy. If it keeps degrading, did you save money by being a little cheaper? I don't know yet. I bought mine because when we used this one, I was pretty impressed with it. And as I think more, I don't know. I'm still giving it a thumbs up, but truthful review, both of these panels were purchased by people using their own money. And this is not sponsored in any way whatsoever. I'm gonna do something here because the panels are a little different. Both have 4 panels. This one, the panel surface is a foot wide by 16 inches. This is the newer version. This one is 14.5 inches tall. 14, yeah, just over 14.5 inches too tall, and 12.5. So the panels on that one are smaller, and that's probably why this is getting a little bit more, but I don't know. I think a lot of it has to do with where you are on the planet. You know, being a little further north, I don't think we do as well, but getting consistently 64 watts, which is about as high as I've seen it get. And it took 2 minutes and 31 seconds to increase 1% on the battery. So it went from 64% to 65 in about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. However quick I could do the stopwatch. I couldn't time anybody at the combine or nothing, but that's what you do. And it's great to go camping where you got nice tree cover, but with tree cover you don't get any solar. So yeah. Hi Vinny. As I said before, I tack it on the end. When you dry camp, this is the one thing you got to do. You always got to be watching your solar panels. We're going about a half an hour. Got to move them. Okay, I got mine plugged in. I'm getting 59 watts. That's my cable. Her cable has 2 connectors. So I'm going to unplug mine. plug mine into hers. That's mine. This is hers. Huh. It's still only 67 watts. Oh, I thought I found a way to set them up in parallel, but I guess not. So more on these solar panels. Her connectors had a place to put a second panel in. So I did that, and I got like an extra 10 watts is all. They have a little light, indicator light, and normally they're green, and they both went orange when I put them like in parallel. So I don't know if they're meant to do that. I would think the Jackery has a governor, but I wouldn't think it's below 120 watts. So if you're good with 60 watts, these panels were a lot cheaper. I'd recommend them for that reason. But if you're willing to spend a little bit more, you'd probably want to buy the Jackery. And I don't own one, so I can't tell you if they do closer to getting 120 watts or not, but these don't. And also, her connectors are different. Like I told you, I could put them in parallel. This is her connector. She's got an extra input. Mine didn't come with that at all. And then if I was smart, I'd know all the connector types. She has that connector. I don't have that. I have that yellow connector. The Jackery is awesome. The Progeny is I'm editing this video in a place where Kiki once had a great and wonderful day.